and go with Stuart. He, him for me.
Stuart.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
What would you like to talk about?
Well, I was listening to the chap, I don't remember his name, Richard, but the guy that was on right at the start talking about his fear of hell. And I don't want to spend a lot of your time because I know this isn't the topic, but I just thought what I had to say might help. See, I was a very devout Christian for about 10 years. And then because of problems that I won't tell the story of, but I ended up being made very unwelcome by the church I was in. My problem there was not with the people, because they were very sincere people. It was that they had prayed to the Holy Spirit, and the Spirit had told them, well, basically something that wasn't true. Which is why when I left that church, I didn't choose another, because I thought, well, it's going to be the same Spirit, and I can't trust the Spirit anymore. So I spent about the next 2 years still believing, but thinking I was going to go to hell, which was terrifying. However, it did something really important for me. I no longer had to censor my thoughts. And because I didn't have to censor my thoughts, I was allowed to ask myself all of those questions that I don't normally ask or didn't normally ask. And eventually I was able to work out that it wasn't true. So what I would say to this guy is, don't self-censor. When you get the questions in your head, don't assume you're under spiritual attack or whatever. Think it through. And that's really all I wanted to say.
Yeah, that kind of behavior can be hard to come by, right? That is kind of a learned behavior that we're really taught throughout most of our lives. Those of us that were raised religious, that's something you absolutely can't do. So it's almost counterintuitive to go down that road. I would agree with you. That's why when I mentioned, it really takes strength in a way, and it really takes repetition. You're not going to get it right every time. Heck, I'm a new host here, and I make mistakes. I make mistakes that I have to constantly, remind myself not to do. So it's all about just kind of staying on course and maybe not deviating. Yeah. Once you've made your mind up and once you've decided, this is kind of silly or this can't be true, I would say stay on that course. And maybe he's listening and is grateful for your insight.
Well, I hope so. Because I will just add one more little bit. The reason I got into Christianity at all was following a split with my very first love, and I was absolutely devastated. And the Christians got me then at what we used to call ripe for harvest. And
you mean you were vulnerable?
Questioning. Yeah. And I was terrified of questioning for 10 years in case I went straight back there. And it was only that set of circumstances that allowed me to question and stick with it. And I'm so grateful for that, because I've been free of it for 30 years now.
Well, congrats. I'm glad you called in and shared.
Time, but